The taxi slowed to a stop in the cold, silent night, the tires scratching against the gravel as you lifted your head from your thoughts, only to feel your breath hitch painfully in your throat. The headlights illuminated a massive structure ahead. No, structure wasn't even the right word. The mansion standing in front of you looked like something carved out of shadows and money, tall as if it wanted to touch the sky and dark as if it swallowed the moonlight whole. A matte black exterior stretched across a cross of land, the lights lining the driveway burning white and sharp, and the huge iron gates opening automatically the moment your taxi approached, as if the house was watching you already. You stepped out slowly, gripping your luggage, your mind refusing to process the scale of this place, because never, not once in 4 months, had you imagined that Jungkook lived like this, in a fortress disguised as a luxury mansion, surrounded by tall black walls and patrolling guards with stiff expressions and earpieces. You dragged your suitcase forward, still staring wide-eyed, when three guards approached immediately, all dressed in black, all tall, all armed. Dr. Song Wyan, one of them asked. Yes, that's me. You know that, trying not to look intimidated, though your heart thumped heavily. Follow us, boss is waiting. You swallowed, your stomach twisting because didn't know exactly who he was, and the thought of him waiting did not bring any comfort. You entered through the enormous doors, the guards escorting you down a long hallway where the interior looked nothing like the warm, expensive homes you see in magazines. The place was cold, brutal, intimidating, black marble floors, floor to ceiling windows, minimal furniture, dark lighting, and a silence so thick belonged to a king who liked to hear the You hear the world whisper rather than speak. Your steps echoed around the mansion, and you began wondering why the guards were even escorting you when all you were supposed to do was treat a patient. But before you could question anything, your gaze landed on him. John Jungkook was sitting comfortably on a sleek leather couch, legs spread lazily, one arm hanging over the backrest, a lit cigarette between his fingers, smoke swirling around his jawline as if trying to soften the sharpness of his face but failing miserably. His dark hair fell slightly over his eyes, those deep, dangerous eyes that lifted the moment he sensed your presence. The entire room felt like it froze as his stare landed on you, calculating, unreadable, but burning with something cold and furious at the same time. He didn't move at first, he just inhaled his cigarette deeply, his gaze traveling from your face to your suitcase to the guards beside you, and then back to your face. You felt pinned under that gaze. You cleared your throat, your voice catching slightly because nothing about this scene resembled the bickering, childish arguments you used to have in the hospital. This Jungkook, this wasn't the sarcastic patient who rolled his eyes at your lectures. This felt like another version entirely, colder, darker, heavier. I didn't expect you to go this far, you said quietly, trying to keep your voice steady but failing to hide the frustration bubbling under your skin. You really forced me here. He didn't stand immediately. He took one more drag from his cigarette, exhaled the smoke slowly like he had all the time in the world, and then finally pushed himself off the couch. His movements were controlled, unhurried, dangerous in their calmness. He began walking towards you, each step echoing heavily in the enormous living room until he came close, too close, forcing you to tilt your head slightly to keep eye contact. His voice was low, velvety, sharp enough to cut. You can't even live in my presence, right? He murmured with a smoke that didn't reach his eyes. Now you will see my face 24/7, doctor. You open your mouth to speak, to apologize, to say something, anything, to ease the tension, but he wasn't interested. You barely got out. Jungkook, listen, I didn't. He chuckled, but it wasn't amusement, it was dangerous, dark. echoing the kind of laughter that told you he wasn't going to forgive you even if you bent down on your knees. Save it, he said as he leaned closer, lowering his voice to a whisper that sent a cold shiver down your spine. I heard you very clearly that day. You can't even spend 1 second with me, right? His breath ghosted your cheek, warm and mocking. Well, now you will spend every damn second here. Your heart pounded, your breath hitching as the proximity became suffocating. And before you could step back, he lifted his cigarette to his lips, took the deepest drag so far, eyes locked with yours, and then slowly, deliberately, blew the smoke right into your face. Cough if you want, he said quietly, almost amused. It won't change anything. The sharp sting of smoke hit your lungs immediately, forcing you to cough harshly as you waved your hand in front of your face, your eyes watering. But Jungkook didn't flinch. He didn't step back. He didn't apologize. He watched you with the same cold expression, like he was studying your reaction, like he was satisfied that you were uncomfortable. Then he lowered his mouth near your ear, his voice dropping even lower. Now you are here to babysit me. He whispered, let's see how long you survive. A final smoke, a final drag of his cigarette, and without another word he turned away, tossing the half-burned cigarette into a nearby tray as he walked towards the hallway, not even giving you time to respond. You were left standing there, just still burning, throat still irritated by the smoke, mind spinning from what just happened, because that wasn't the Jungkook you knew. That wasn't the irritated, childish, sarcastic patient you yelled at. This Jungkook, this one felt deadly. Dr. Ryan, a soft voice called from the side. You turned and found Jimin, leaning against the doorway, exhaustion written all over his face. His shoulders were slumped, his eyes holding both worry and apology. He let out a long, tired sigh as he rubbed his neck. I tried, he said helplessly. I really tried talking to him. He's angry, really angry. And when he is like this, he doesn't listen to anyone. You inhaled shakily, still trying to clear the smoke from your lungs. I didn't come here to fight him, you muttered, voice hoarse. I didn't even want to come. I didn't know he would do all this. Jimmy nodded slowly. I know, but you know him too. Once he set his mind on something. He didn't finish the sentence. You both already knew how it ended. He straightened up and gave a soft sigh. Come on, I'll show you your room before he changes his mind again. You turned your head towards the hallway. Jungkook disappeared into your stomach twisting with dread, anger, guilt, and something else you couldn't name yet. Then, gripping your suitcase tightly, you followed Jimin up the stairs, knowing your life had just taken a terrifying turn and Jungkook was only getting started.